My mom when I move my phone away from her view? He's doing something illegal. When you're sick and your mom sees you playing a game.
So you feel better now.
When a kid falls down, you're not supposed to laugh, but they got yeeted pretty hard. When you're about to sneeze, but you gotta concentrate and make it happen. When someone makes a joke about something you're low-key insecure about. My last 2 brain cells at 1 AM trying to find the long side of the blanket. When something clearly doesn't fit in the fridge, so you force the door shut and let it fall out on someone else. Finding old pictures of yourself. Wakes up at 3 AM? That one pile of clothes. When you're supposed to be doing work on the school computer, but you're playing games, and the teachers sneak up behind you and say, "Go ahead and log off for me." When you go back to school and forget everything you learned from last year. Me, when my principal pops in unannounced, just as the students start indoor recess, and ask how things are going. When you get help from the teacher and he starts yelling at the class, so you just stand there awkwardly. When 2 people are talking to me at the same time. Me, when I can't hear someone, tell someone I can't hear them. Move closer so I can hear. Repeatedly shout what, laugh, and hope it wasn't a question. We're all guilty of doing all of them. Opportunities I miss because of my shyness and low self-esteem. Me. How I look in the mirror. How I look in photos taken immediately after. When you open your car door in the summer. Yes bro, summer is better than winter. The summer? Cold tap water in Arizona. I can't wait for warm summer nights, outside on the patio. 326 mosquitoes liked your post. You know it's hot when... Wanna know how I got these scars? People with office jobs. Sure was hot today. Construction workers. When you show someone a photo you're really proud of, and they say cool, and change the subject. When you need to get the perfect picture no matter what. Sony shooters watching Canon and Nikon photographers argue about who has a better mirrorless. When someone uses your photography as their profile pic. Everyone's a photographer until manual mode. When you bite ice cream and your teeth feel like death. When you turn your head and the Snapchat filter goes away. Me yelling, huh? After not hearing someone for the 13th time. When you finally kill the boss, but the boss music intensifies. Mom, if you tell me what's wrong, I won't get mad. Me? No thanks, I choose life. When the screen starts loading and you see your reflection in the black screen. Me? Eats all the chips. Everyone else playing poker. When people walk slow in front of you. When the toilet stove door doesn't have a lock. That sound when you close the cupboard and hear something fall inside. That's the sound of somebody else's problem. When you're waiting for the lifeguard to give you the green light to go down the slide. When you hit a spider and it runs behind the bed. When you leave the shop but realize you left your son. Oh no, my son. What we study in class. What we see on the exam paper. Power goes out in the classroom. Random girl in class. When you study nothing for the exam and leave the paper blank so it can be reused. Environmentalist. When you finish a school presentation and it was terrible. Professor, what inspired you to write this essay? Me? The due date. If we could not have all 4 seasons of weather in 1 week, that'd be great. You can't sneeze if you're unconscious. The sun will return soon. The spring will soon be here. Pollen? Death Star. Any questions? Excited for warmer weather? Yeah, me too.